more deaths in Iraq will not make things right. It will set off a spiral of conflict, of hate, of misery, of desperation that will fuel the wars, the conflict, the terrorism, the depression and the misery of future generations.
February 15th, 2003. 8 years old, I walked out with the biggest crowd on the street. You poured your heart into Hyde Park, we were wild with a speech. Opposed the war and defended the powerless powerfully. 15 years later I met you, the man we've always known you are. No camera crew attached to you, just there supporting local art, showing heart. You spoke to everybody in the room. Then I turned on the telly, saw those topics in the news, cropping and chopping you into a sacrificial lamb. How they said you of all people were anti this and that. How it never stopped you carrying that Palestinian flag. The man we didn't deserve, but the man I wish we'd had. Should have been leader for years, if not for leeches for peers and media smears, misleading people all feeding their fears. When we think of those dying, we cry the deepest of tears, knowing how much you'd have cared for them. Has that dream disappeared? No, cause you changed your way of thinking, a collective state of mind. You elevated lives, I know you elevated mine. Inspired belief into people who'd have never raised a sign. And we'll see the fruits of your labor in a generation's time. The many in the streets who sang let's vote Labour took the fight to the front door from the echo chamber. You gave voices to the dead lives that never made the headlines. History will forget lies and paint you in the best light. And at the very least, this could be the learning curve. You changed politics from a dirty word for circle jerks. You were the early bird, out here unearthing worms. Next time their words won't hurt, cause we've already heard the worst. 2017 MPs in senior positions worked against their own party, seeking division. Cornered the cause, call it corporal punishment. 2,500 votes from forming a government. December 12, 2019. I'm awake all night just thinking of the vulnerable people sentenced that day to die for 5 years of a prejudiced killer and callous ways of life. Next day I read Tommy Corbyn's letter and it made me cry. Thank you for empowering the people with empty hands. Thank you for believing we can dream of a better land. Thank you for being you and helping me be a better man. The best MP we ever had and PM we never had. Thank you Corbyn for all the hope you've inspired. Thank you Corbyn for showing us light and stoking the fires. Thank you Corbyn, and sorry the country voted for liars. Thank you Corbyn, thank you Corbyn, thank you Corbyn for all the hope you've inspired. Thank you Corbyn for showing us light and stoking the fires. Thank you Corbyn, and sorry the country voted for liars. Thank you Corbyn, thank you Corbyn.
Rise like lions after slumber, in unvanquishable number. Shake your chains to earth like dew, which in sleep had fallen on you. Ye are many, they are few.